Mm. Hello. Yeah, so is it yeah, I just wanted to tell you about um, this new video series that I'm doing. Um, it's AMSR style. A lot of people have been asking me for years to do that, and a lot of people use my videos anyway like that. But I'm going to be working on something I'm called the Night Night Magic series, video series. So it'll be especially for sleeping, and yeah, so it's so that you can kind of wind down and enjoy peacefulness, quiet, beauty, joy. And sometimes I might even share thoughts about, you know, some current events too. I thought about calling it like peaceful politics. So there might be segments in there, but it'll be okay because I think when we lay down to sleep, a lot of times we can't sleep because we're worried. And, rightly so, about a lot of things. And no matter what your perspective is, it's all has something valid in it. Of course it does. Obviously your perspective is valid, but I mean, with all these different sides and different perspectives, different senses of importances, it's so important that we're listened to. We just all want to be heard. We really do. We all just want to be felt and heard and validated. Now, some of our quote unquote opinions, it's not like some of those things are really not helpful for the planet and ourselves even. And so it's not so much that the ideas are validated, it's that we're heard and listened to. That's what we all need, clearly. We're clearly looking, and I really do believe that if we're really listened to truly and felt and heard deeply, like authentically, in a truly kind of unconditional state, or as much of as humanly possible, or with divine intervention, grace, that we can heal. And we do heal, in fact, when we're really heard and listened to and felt, not just heard, but felt. It's empathy that we need. And that's why I'm doing this video series, because we need to feel empathy, we need to experience it, we need to feel somebody cares about us. And it can't be faked. Empathy is not something, we're very intelligent beings, and we can pretend, we can be in denial, and there's lots of layers of denial, and we know when somebody is loving us. We know when somebody has true empathy. Love, it can't be faked. We can pretend that fake something that someone's, we can pretend that someone's pretend love is real, but we know, down deep, we know. And so anyway, that was the point about what I'm calling peaceful politics, because it's just, we need to be able to, express things that frustrate us, that scare us, that overwhelm us, that dumbfounds us, that makes us numb because we're so, That's an ASMR thing, if you can hear that. You know, we need to feel like somebody cares. And again, it's not a role or an act. Well, real acting isn't fake, it's real, it's embodying it. But so someone's just sent me a message. So I might talk about things that are important to our life as human beings on this globe, on this earth. You know, there's really only one of us here. Consciousness pervading through the many, the one and the many. The many expressed as expressing the oneness. I mean, life is, and life is, we're all life, right? That's a unifying principle. There's no various races of life. There's just life, right? There's no it's either life or not life, So it's unifying. Life unifies us. Now, of course, our survival, when we're thinking of only ourselves, it can divide us. But when we realize that we, in fact, are very, utterly dependent on one another, we really are. We're interdependent, and we are tribal creatures. Tribe, and a community. We're community creatures. So we need each other. We need one another, and we need to feel like we're cared for, and we need to feel like we're caring for others. We don't just need love, we need to actually have a purpose loving others. It's not enough just to be loved, is it? It has to flow both ways. We need a two-way street. Love in and love out, It's just lovely there. I just pick my face all the time, trying to cover up my zits. Always been a picker. Pick. Yeah, so, so talking about different things, that's on my mind and most likely on your mind too. Maybe you have a different perspective, but than I do. Maybe you have a slightly different perspective or a really different perspective. Opposite, it's fine. It's what makes the world go round. There is a diversity. Difference is really important and good and positive, and it leads to creative things. And at the same time, there's a fundamental thing about respecting life itself. And there are people that like to fight and kill, and they don't respect life. They think life is dispensable, or put children in cages, or all the animals that are dying in the Amazon, the people burning it down, and billions of creatures gone. What is wrong with their psyche that they don't care about life? If we don't care about others, we're not caring about ourselves. And of course, in some manner, they're caring about themselves, like in that sense, like they want their business to more than they want the Amazon rainforest. So they think they have a right to destroy it so that they can have, plant the soy that feeds the cattle that they make their money on selling. And they have all their henchmen, going and doing the dirty the ancient tribes that were healthy and lasted a long time. Hawaii, North America, South America, the Mongolian, Alaska, the people of the North, people of the South, Africa, the Middle East, all the ancient people. The people have lived for thousands of years, tens of thousands of years, the life of humans have evolved into what we are now. Tribes had circles, and they had elders, and not always elders, but people that were wise, and they worked together to solve problems and to sort out things. And if you had a tyrant, tyrants don't work together. It's their way or the highway. And we don't survive that way. That's not, we're in this modern society, and, the tyrants they can kind of get their way for a little while, but not for long. It doesn't last forever. None of them do. And they do a lot of destruction while they're brandishing their whatever you want to call whatever they're brandishing. So it's so wonderful. I feel in awe of the opportunities that I have to learn about just cultivating just profound patience and just like there's people in my life that there's personality challenges, I guess you could say, just things that challenged me, which I don't have to go into, but the people were valuable enough to me that I wanted to work out what was challenging me. And I've had wonderful experiences where it was really hard. Like it really challenged some really deep wound, trauma thing. And it wasn't easy. And it's an evolution, and they're evolving too, because whatever they're doing, not necessarily could be just me, but sometimes, sometimes it is just kind of one-sided, and one person, it's projection, and I'm the one that's growing and learning, and then I get to see, oh wow, that I'm my perspective. My hand's falling asleep. And then other times, the other person, I'm really making an offering to them by challenging myself to stand up for my truth, and challenging them to hear me because I care about them, and they obviously care about me to enough degree to stick around. And it's so funny. And so yeah, I actually have to go because one of those people's calling me right now. So, and I love how I've grown, because really extraordinary. Truly, one day I'll tell you more about it, or maybe I will the next video. So like and subscribe, and have a sweet night. Okay. And I love you, and a big hug, and take good care of yourself, and take care of others, and encourage and show people how they can take care of you too. Because sometimes we don't know how to take care of each other. And I think when people say take care of yourself, I really sometimes think sometimes that person could do more of a job to be there for that person that they're telling. I think sometimes people say that because they don't want to take the effort to be there. And I think we need to be there more for one another. There's a lot of lonely people out there and doing a lot of things to avoid that loneliness. So why not connect? Why not, and stretch and grow and evolve? And if your buttons get pushed, try to move with love through personality challenges with other people. All right. Thanks for joining. Love you, and let me know, like and subscribe, and let me know what you enjoy about this video and what you'd like to hear more of. Okay? It's a gift and a privilege to talk to you. All right?